But the Stanford kids, I found maybe not as confident in that way, but a little bit more creative on the startup side. Is that fair to say when people look at the two programs, because they are competitive? Do they draw two different types of people?
I think they do draw two types of people to an extent, but the
What would
types
those
of
people be?
ideas. Well, I think people who look, if you want to be a real, if you're passionate about something, you've got this idea and you're going to start this company. I don't know that you would necessarily initially go to either school, would you? I think the people who come to HBS and really fall in love with entrepreneurship and realize, hey, I've got all these skills, I've got all these assets, I can really do this. They've got all of these wonderful experiences, backgrounds that they then kind of flip into doing a startup. And it does, I think that increasingly we're seeing some really creative ideas.
Are the majority of folks going to HBS looking to start a company or looking to become senior leadership at established companies going to banking? What percentage do you think?
I think the larger percentage is probably the latter, that there's more that are looking to go into senior management positions, GM roles, that sort of thing. But over the course of their careers, some of them start out wanting that and doing that for a couple of years, realize that they want to start something on their own. And so we see that, 90% of people who end up starting a company are ones that have worked in some other industry first and then decide that they want to do that later on. So.
What percentage of the classes, ballpark, are non-American international students? Because I just spoke at Stanford, where they did a case study on me, actually. And I think 2/3 were not from America. It was amazing, the number of countries in the room.
Yeah, I don't know the exact percentage, but we have this, in each section, there's a flag day. And it's this amazing sort of night where all of the people will give a little presentation about the country that they're from or, their families. And the room is filled with different flags. So I would say 50 or 60 different flags. So it's pretty,
Not national origin of American students, but international students who
I think both. I think both. So people some that were born in those countries and, so yeah.
Any interesting countries? Is anybody from North Korea, Russia,
Azerbaijan?
Azerbaijan?
I just wanted to be able to say that.
Chinese students?
Yeah, we've got a lot of Chinese students.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
that's got to be really interesting to have Chinese students at HBS.
Yeah, we've got students.
Given the climate.
Yeah, for sure.
Between the U.S. and China is so weird.
Weird. Right, yeah.
Huawei, intellectual property theft, authoritarianism, the MBA, criticism of China. It's a very, we're so dependent on each other, yet so different.
Yeah, but we've got so many different cultures and, at the same time that we've got Palestinians and Israelis and, there's all sorts of, but it works. It works.
Yeah.
There's really this climate where it's, you're in these sections together and you're together all day and you're really learning from each other. So it somehow works.
Huh.
You got to come visit.
Yeah, I go out.
Come visit.
I get invited out every couple of years, and I do a talk or I interview somebody. Last time I was there, I interviewed Chamath on stage, and about 5 minutes in, he lost 5 or 6 people who just left in disgust because he was like, "Listen, you guys are wasting your money here," and blah 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 blah. And he just went crazy. And he's like, "You guys should put the $250 into whatever."